Chris, thanks, mate. Really good to see you on the call this morning. Good to catch up for a chat. And I thought I'd grab you for a quick testimonial update. I was looking back and it's been 2 years since you joined the program. You're probably in the first 20 or 30 that came in. I remember when you came in, you had just responded to like a Facebook post, like a bit of a hand raiser. Who feels overwhelmed, who feels burnt out, like they can't figure out how to grow the business anymore. Lifestyle's not there to match, the expectations they had when they started the business, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, yes, I need help. Had a chat and you joined the program. And I think at that time you're doing about like 7 figures already, like about $1 million a year in revenue, maybe a little bit more, but fried, burned out, didn't have the support around you. Is that kind of pretty accurate as a summary?
Absolutely. Yeah. It reminds me, we were just coming out of COVID and things were pretty tough. And so I needed a lifeline. Yeah.
And then we did a video testimonial, which is still on my YouTube channel, but I'll rustle it up and I'll show you the link actually at some point. But that was a year, I think it was about 8 or 9 months, maybe even a year into working with me in the program. And it was like a dramatically different story. You'd got, a really good aligned team around you. You're working less, having more fun. I think you were then you were knocking on the door of about 2.5 to 3 million in annual revenue, much more profitable and having a lot more fun running the business. And that was, I don't know if you can think back to that far, but that sounds like it kind of rings the bell as to where you're at a year ago.
Yeah, it's interesting. I look back at just 12 months ago, and it was amazing to see what's changed since then, and then to go back an additional 12 months to see, wow, that's where we were. Just in 24 months, we've really created some amazing change here.
Well, I want to know what that change is. That'd be awesome. But I remember one conversation we had about 18 months ago, and you're like, I haven't had a holiday for so long, and I've planned to go back to the States to visit family and stuff. Where are you from originally again? Remind me, somewhere in the mountains or?
Yeah, I'm from the West Coast. I'm from Oregon.
Originally. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And you were going back there and you were sort of stressed that you were going to be leaving operations and, were the wheels going to fall off? And I think the plan was to turn your phone off for 2 weeks and just have a holiday. And you were just like, how's this going to happen? I'm just going to make it happen. And everything worked out well. And the reason I mention that is because now when I don't hear from you for months at a time, all I see is you on social media, just like crisscrossing the globe, like in the Seychelles, one week, and then, down in Australia the next month and all over the place. And it seems like you pretty much all you're doing is just, having fun, living life, making money and traveling. Is that right?
Yeah, it's really been fun to be able to look at my business from a completely different perspective, to finally be out of running the day-to-day and looking from a 30,000 foot view has been spectacular. It's been a total game changer as far as lifestyle, and of course the growth of the business encourages better talent, and that's really helped us a lot.
That's exactly right. The more success you have, the more opportunities you can give, the better conditions you can provide, and providing you know how to set your business up and clearly defined roles and responsibilities and get the right team around you, and you're obviously seeing that. So talking about the performance, give me the numbers. Where's it at the moment, or what are you sort of projecting?
Well, we just finished a really successful year last year. After 2021, I think we cleared just north of 2 million. In 2022, we achieved $5 million in revenue, which was spectacular. This year, we hope to see an even bigger growth, hopefully somewhere north of 7 million. We're looking at 8 figures here in a couple of years.
Wow. Just phenomenal. Hats off, mate. Hats off. So just to recap, in 2 years, burned out, overwhelmed, exhausted, no support around you in the day-to-day with your sleeves rolled up all the time, no time to develop the business, no time to switch off, about $1 million, $1.5 million annually to 2 years down the line, projecting 7, great team, managing the day-to-day, freedom, financial reward, having a hell of a good time running your business, and life is just dramatically different. Is that a fairly accurate summary?
It is. It's been very nice to be able to hire exceptional talent, and I think that for me was a big step forward, is to assign roles, to develop departments, to train the skills that are necessary for growth, to build a foundation for growth. And while that's a constant, we're always looking to pivot and adjust and improve. We do finally have the playbook, and having your playbook to reference is always going to bring up more ideas, new ideas, fresh ideas that can help us grow and to stay ahead of our competition. So that's a big deal for us, to be able to not just to achieve growth, but to sustain growth.
Yeah. Amazing. Well, mate, thanks for freeing yourself up. Wasn't too much of a task for you these days because you got a lot of free time. And I will hopefully catch you down here in Australia next month.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Josh. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, mate. Take it easy.
welcome.
Bye.
Aloha.